This netizen bought a parking space. He feels that these 3 parking spaces had advantages and disadvantages. So he was very confused about which one to buy. I watched the video and drawings he provided. So I gave him advice 1107. Next, I will share with you my views. First, let's look at 1146. From the video we can see there is a firefighting equipment behind the butt of his car. If you need to get something from the trunk, it may be more inconvenient. Then we can see there is a ventilation duct on the top of the car. And then the vent is still right above it. I took a look. It doesn't seem to have any insulation. So it may have condensation. The most important thing is, I saw it from the drawing. This is the entrance and exit of a basement. So the traffic flow here will be larger. After the car got off the basement, this side is a wall. And we are still left-hand drive. After the car turned in, the blind spot here is very large. Car owners often get on and off the car here. Or bring a stroller over. The safety seats here are all operated here. So the risk here is very high. The so-called walking by the river often. Where are the shoes that don't get wet? Next, let's look at 1109. Netizens think his parking space line. There is still a little distance from this pillar. And there's still a little space behind it. I think this is okay. But have you ever thought? After the car next to me stopped, because of the obstruction of the pillars here, his driver's door can't be opened normally. So every time he stops in, I will try my best to park in your garage. So when you're backing into the garage, you can only make the right side of your body. Try to park as close to this pillar as possible. You will find. And the space here has become smaller. It's more inconvenient for you to come out. Finally, let's look at the larger space on the 1107 side. Parking space lines on both sides. There is a certain distance from the pillars. Therefore, the 2 vehicles will basically not interfere with each other. So why are netizens so confused? Because there is a speed bump in front of his parking space. He hates it very much. And after the car backed in, the butt of the car is pressed against the wall behind. He feels bad about taking things from the trunk. So my advice to him is, when you park your car, you can stop at a slight angle like this. The space in the trunk is freed up. Later he went to find a real estate agent to discuss. This speed bump can be removed, because there is already a dead end on both sides of him. Basically it will not affect safety. So in the end he chose 1107.